What's up, fellow gamers? Back here to do a quick video of a character that I've never shown you guys before. I've talked about him. It's my Elementalist. I originally wasn't planning on making any videos with him until I got to Elite mode, which is very soon. I should be there within the next day or two. I had a request to make a video of my Elementalist, just kind of showing what he can do, and so I figured, why not? I'll make a quick 20-minute or so video and just kind of show him off, show you what he can do, and if you like him, give him a try. I'll post the skill tree for him after I make this video. I'll put it in the comments section. Well, not the comments, the description of the video. So you guys can take a look at that, and I'll show you where you can just go about it the lazy way, and I'll just show you right here. No, don't do that. Okay, so you can see level 46, putting out 9k DPS. Pretty decent. I mean, not amazing, but decent. I have some pretty damn good offensive ability. You know, pretty good chance to hit. Defense, still working on it, but I don't seem to have too much problem. Armor rating's decent. Armor absorption is near max. Good amount of health. Energy, I run out of, definitely, quite frequently, as long as, you know, if I'm consistently fighting and in like battles with big groups of guys that just keep coming, then yeah, I'll run out. Otherwise, I don't really run out. I mean, I have some cool guns, blue ones, epics, waiting for me at level 50, but for now these ones do the trick just fine. A very, very big part of making this build amazing is this right here. This Marauder's Talisman is absolutely incredible. The chaos damage doesn't really do much for me yet because I don't have the final skill here that gives me chaos damage. Once I do, that'll be a much bigger benefit. But for the time being, it still has some amazing stats. It's very difficult to make. It is a tier 2, which I think those are called yeah, it says right there on it. Transcendent relics. So it's a lot harder to make, but the stats compared to just like the lower level version of this, which I forget what that's called, I mean, it is worth it. This thing is very, very good. Big damage boost from that. Yeah. So you can see my build here thus far. Not too crazy in this tree. And then here, I mean, it's mostly just this and this, and I am working my way towards this. I'm hoping that is, I mean, good. I don't know, never tried it with any of my characters, but we're, you know, hoping for the best. I can't imagine why it wouldn't be. It's basically just a bunch of free extra damage on top of the damage I already do. So I don't understand how that could ever be a bad thing. But this right here, this is the skill you have to have. Earlier in the game, doesn't matter. I didn't get this till probably like in my 30s. But it's a very, very big part of this build. You need it. For boss fights later in the game, for big groups of enemies, like, this is why I don't die. You can see I'm 46, played veteran mode all the way up to now. I've died twice. Both of those times were purely because I wasn't paying attention. When I was paying attention playing, never died once. Never. First time I was playing at work and a customer walked in and I forgot to hit spacebar. So yeah, died. That sucked. Pretty upset about that because I was going for the whole don't die once through veteran mode thing with this guy, but it didn't happen. And then the second time around, my wife had me turn around and look at something, and I thought I was in a safe spot. I'd killed everything around me, but then next thing I know, I turned around and I was dead. I was like, shit. But oh well. My death streak had already been fucked up by then, so it wasn't as big of a deal. But my point is this build is incredible. honestly, I don't get it. I don't know how it's so good. Like, I don't know. I'm really, really hoping when this next build hits, the release build, which I guess would be, I don't know if that's going to be build 31, or if that'll just be, if they'll go back to just calling it, it'll be build 1 now, because it's just release versions of builds instead of, you know, testing versions. I don't know. I'm not sure what their plan is for that, but the next build, whatever number it happens to be, I'm hoping they don't nerf Fire Strike back down, because they buffed it in build 30, and it was a pretty significant buff, and I believe it was needed, and that's why they did it, because Fire Strike, I mean, it's still used to hit pretty hard, and it was a good skill, but for a pure ranged character, and that being your main attack, it wasn't cutting it. It was not good enough. So they buffed it up, but I'm just hoping that they don't look at it and be like, oh, maybe we overbuffed it, and cause that would really, really hurt this build. But we'll see what happens. As you can see, I mean, I'm taking pretty much no damage at this point. Granted, these are just sissy little guys that I'm fighting, nothing fancy, but I mean, the attack speed is incredible. The rate at which things die is awesome. I mean, I have 181% attack speed. The cap is 200. So that's a huge, huge attack speed. I mean, and then while you're dual wielding pistols in this game, every shot you fire, you have a 50% chance to fire a shot from your offhand pistol for free. So you'll be going like this, pat, pat. So your main hand is this hand here. Or wait, no, sorry. Main hand is left hand, which I guess that's I don't know if that's like an old style gunslinger thing where their main hand was their left. I don't know. Possibly. But as you can see, that free shot fires off pretty often, especially with an attack speed this high. And then I've also got my, you know, my chance on attack for this. I've got the Falcon Swoop attached to this, which goes off quite often as well, with that kind of attack speed. So it's just a never-ending stream of damage. And then if I get into some trouble, just drop my little totem down, and it pretty much keeps me alive. There have been a few times where I have had to still run away, you know, because I was getting my ass kicked pretty hard. But that's pretty uncommon. See, I just drop this, sit here, and it keeps me at full health. There is one thing to know about this skill, which took me a little while to figure out, because there were times where I'd drop it here and then shoot guys over here, but it wasn't healing me. I'd still be getting killed, and I was like, okay, what the hell? It only works with enemies in this radius. So the way it works is it saps life from the enemies, and then gives you life. So if there's no enemies in that radius to sap life from, it won't heal you at all. So you have to keep an eye on that, because I almost died a couple times thinking, oh, I'm within my radius, I'll be fine. No. You have to have enemies in that radius as well, or it's worthless. I'm sure if you built a build based off vitality damage, that this would actually hit really hard. I don't do any vitality damage at all. I have a little bit of percentage bonus to vitality damage, so it doesn't really do all that much damage. It's purely just for keeping me alive. If you had like a vitality damage based character, I'm sure it would just be that much more amazing of a skill. I really hate those guys. That debuff they put on there really bites. Okay, so with that enemy chilling there that whole time, and me within the radius while I killed all these guys, it just kept me alive. Full health the whole time. So I've already killed this boss in here. I'm quite a bit further in the game than this. but it's, you know, it's one of those more difficult boss fights that people like to see videos and strategies on. So that's why I'm doing this one specifically. And Cronley's also another popular pick for people to like to see videos on, but at this level, Cronley would be zero challenge at all. So I figured that probably wasn't the best way to showcase this character's skills. You know, by killing someone significantly lower level, that just, it doesn't showcase shit. Okay, gotta get out of that. Listen here, dickface. I love killing those guys before they're able to finish summoning their dudes. So right as they come up, they're just dead. I'm like, you suck. Let's get up in here, drop one of these, and now they can't hurt me. Yeah, and like I was showing you, I mean, it's not the highest damage build, but I mean, DPS isn't everything. If you want a glass cannon build, you know, build a two-hander commando like I have. That dude is a glass cannon. He does 16,000 DPS at level 56, and he kills shit very, very quickly. But he also only has 5,000 health at level 56, and very low defensive ability and armor. It's pure DPS class, which doesn't work in this game. It works great through normal or veteran mode, but anything beyond that, you're really going to struggle with that low of an amount of health and armor. And, you know, resistances, all that shit is very important in this game. It's not like Diablo and a lot of those others out there that are, you know, you can build glass cannon if you want. It might make it a little bit more difficult in certain situations, but it'll still work through all the difficulties and all the challenges and bosses and whatever. Not in this game. If you run up into shit with, well, playing solo. If you play with friends, you can probably pull off the glass cannon build quite well. But playing solo, which I do mostly because I play at work, so I don't want to be like, oh, hey, I'll be right back, guys. Sorry, go on without me. That makes people angry, so I don't do that. But yeah, it's in a game like this that's just more challenging and a little more hardcore than some of those other action RPGs on the market right now. The glass cannon build is just not efficient for high level farming. Sure, you can kill shit quick, but as soon as you get hit once, you're dead. Which, it's doable, it's work, you can do it. It's just frustrating and not always enjoyable to have to consistently keep running back to your body and losing experience. And I mean, in the amount of time in my first playthrough, I mean, that was my first character, so I did have a lot to learn. I was still learning the game. I didn't, you know, I was used to other games like the ones I mentioned that, oh, here's a good example. Watch this. Oh, well, I need energy for this to work. There we go. Now I won't die. Just keeps me alive. Through whatever. See that? Those guys normally hit very, very hard. Especially some dude that's lightning enchanted. I never dropped below half health. Well, when I had energy and my totem down. Anyway, what was I saying? Let these guys out. You dudes need to stop shooting me. See, it's times like these where, yes, I need energy potions because I definitely run out. When I'm dropping lots of totems and there's lots of shit killing me, and probably some of these guys have energy burn, so it happens. But yeah, like I was saying, so glass cannon build does work. It's possible. So in my first playthrough on veteran mode with that commando two-hander, he ranged commando. I don't know if I mentioned that. He does shitloads of damage, but in the one playthrough all the way to the end into elite mode, I died like 60 something times. Like I said, with this guy, I've only died twice, and they were both because I wasn't paying attention. Not because my build was bad and I just couldn't handle the difficulty of the game. Alright, let's do this. Place a totem right on your face and continue to shoot you in the face. And notice, my health does not go down until he summons his little pets. Then they swarm me and hit me all at once, and then my health drops a little bit, but it comes right back up. Unless my totem times out. Okay, you're dead. Try again. Stage 2. Do it! This build also does have quite a fair amount of AoE. Once I get higher level, it'll have even more AoE, because then I'll be able to... Ooh, that hurts. My totem cannot heal through that. That's some intense shit right there. But once I unlock the final skill at the end of the fire strike, then my AoE will be, you know, that much better. But even as it is now, it's still very, very good. More than really necessary. It cuts through groups of guys without a problem. Okay, well, there it is. I guess I should grab the loot over here first, but yeah, that was it. Just a little show-off video of this build I've been working on, and it's a build I'm very, very happy with. And I honestly, I've never seen anyone else with this build. I'm sure that's out there. I'm sure someone's done it. I've just never seen it. But I personally love it. This is, you know, I talked up that one-hand shield commando a lot, and he's still a badass. He is, holy hell. Very difficult to kill. Total beast. But as far as overall entertainment value, for my playstyle, this is more fun to me. I love dual wielding. I've always loved any sort of like dual wielding of guns, pistols, crossbows, whatever. Dual wielding ranged weapons is badass, but this takes it to the extreme where gunslingers are by far the coolest class you could ever play in any of these games, in my opinion. Like, that's just badass, just to sit here and just blast, blast, blast. Just consistent fire from 2 pistols is just so cool. I personally love it. So this is going to become my new main. I do plan on still playing that commando at some point and finishing out the game with him and getting him to 85, but I'm not sure how much more I'll do with him beyond that. This character, unless I start something else and find out I enjoy that even more, this character is currently going to be my main. But yeah, so that would have helped the boss fight. I didn't have my damn damage buff on. It must have got debuffed. See the damage difference? Yeah, it's nice to have. Yeah, so that's it. A little show-off video. Just showing you what this guy can do at the request of one of my viewers. I will, like I said, once I get into Elite mode, I'll be making a lot more videos with this character. I'll be recording all the boss fights. I'll do some of the rogue dungeons with him as well once I get to that point. So yeah, if you guys like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe. If you don't like what you see, comment and tell me why. And if you guys want to try out this build again, I'll show you here real quick the skills that I am currently using, and then I will post a build in the description of this video that will show you what it's supposed to look like at max level with skill points and all, attributes, everything. So yeah, that's it for me, guys. Later, gamers.